The Valve Steam Deck popularized the idea of a portable handheld gaming PC. Then it was the Asus ROG Ally that made a splash in the market and shed the limelight. Now, Lenovo wants a piece of the segment's pie with its own, the Lenovo Legion Go. Now that it is in my hands, my feeling towards it has tempered down a bit. Yes, it is a good device, but there are some niggles and bugs that needs addressing by Lenovo. Like the ROG Ally and unlike the Steam Deck, it runs Windows 11, which lets you play any game that you own from different platforms available on the market on the Legion Go, Steam, Epic Game Store, or Xbox Game Pass. Heck, even content from GOG or indie game publishers like itch.io can be installed on the Legion Go. Inside, we have the AMD Ryzen Z1 Extreme processor, the same processor that is inside the Asus ROG Ally. You have 8 CPU cores and 16 threads, running at the base clock of 3.3 GHz, which boosts up to 5.1 GHz. Graphics are handled by 12 RDNA 3 compute units. You also get 16GB of RAM running at 7500 MHz and 512GB PCIe Gen 4 SSD, but there is an option for 1TB. Other standout feature of the Legion Go is the large 8.8 screen that dwarfs most of its competitors. The screen is pretty bright, featuring a resolution of QHD+ and 500 nits of brightness. Unlike Asus 120Hz screen, Lenovo installed a 144Hz refresh rate screen on the Legion Go, so it can handle high refresh gaming when needed. But what I want to say here is that the 144Hz screen is wasted on the Legion Go. Lenovo should have stuck with a 120Hz screen or even a 60Hz screen if they wanted to save on cost and battery. While the QHD+ display is great, most of the time I play my games at 1080p. This way I get better battery life, as the screen will not be eating too much power and subsequently my playtime. Plus, you won't be playing your games at max res anyway. The Z1 Extreme, while capable SoC, is best suited for 1080p and below gaming instead of 1440p or higher resolutions. Like the ROG Ally, the Legion Go can control the power you push through the SoC. You can have the Legion Go suck up to 30 watts of power in performance mode or as little as 5 watts depending on the games you play. There is also a middle-of-the-road mode that takes only 15 watts of power. 40 to 50 FPS can be achieved at 15 watts with no problems in certain games, provided you tweak the graphics settings down. I played Horizon Zero Dawn in performance mode and got 51 FPS, while power saving mode saw 43 FPS. The game was at 1080p at low graphics setting with FSR off. I managed to run Genshin Impact in performance mode at 60 FPS constant, whilst the power saving mode got me 32 FPS. The game was set as 1080p, low graphics setting with FSR on. Here are some other games we played for benchmark. I have to give everyone a heads up that the Legion Go is not a console you can play on hours on end. The battery capacity of the Legion Go is 49.2 Wh, which is admittedly larger than ROG Ally's 40 Wh. However, the Legion Go has a bigger screen to power, so when I played Tomb Raider on max power, I was only able to get around 1 hour of playtime. It is advisable to bring along the charging brick if you want to play it for more than 2 hours in a single sitting, or get a power bank that can output 65 watts. A bit mafan, but the sacrifices you make to game on the go, right? What makes the Legion Go stand apart from the ROG Ally is the controls. Lenovo calls them True Strike controllers. It is similar to Nintendo's Joy-Cons. It attaches to the start of screen, and you can undock the controllers for wireless mode away from the screen. The right controller is a multitasker. There is a touchpad to access Windows commands, tap for left click, tap and hold for right click, and so on. It is also where the haptic feedback is via a motor underneath. The next party trick is that it can turn itself into an FPS controller. At the bottom is an optical sensor that you can activate by flipping the switch to FPS mode. Dock it into the puck, which is included in the bag, and you have a controller for FPS mode. You hold it like a gun, and then you can move around the cursor on the screen and press the trigger buttons to shoot enemies into the next dimension. It is fun, but it can be tiring playing for long periods. Otherwise, the controller buttons are fairly usable. Not very clicky, but there's enough resistance that you don't feel like you're pressing down on a sponge. Here's a neat trick. If you turn the device around, You can see a kickstand that you can deploy and prop the screen at an angle. You can then set it on the table and lean back to gain more work. When the controllers are detached from the Legion Go, we effectively get an 8-inch Windows 11 tablet. I have used the Legion Go in this mode to both game and work. The kickstand works as a great monitor stand for the tablet. Using Bluetooth, I can connect a keyboard and mouse and turn the Legion Go into a working desktop machine. You can also connect a monitor using a USB-C dock. It is kind of cool that you can turn the Legion Go into essentially a mini computer on your desk or while you're on the go. If you have a work-only laptop, the Legion Go is a good gaming partner to own as a secondary device. Work on the laptop and play on the Legion Go. At 856 grams though, it is not exactly lightweight, but it is still lighter than any gaming laptop on the market. Next, I want to talk about Legion Space, Lenovo's overlay software for the Legion Go. While the interface does look snazzy, but the experience of using it is not. Legion Space runs on top of Windows 11 to give you a simple way to access features, settings, and games without going to the desktop. There is even a game store built into the interface. Unfortunately, the interface is laggy enough that the time between pressing the quick button and seeing the action on screen can take between 1 to 3 seconds. Imagine trying to change the screen resolution. There is a quick access to it via Legion Space, but you will have to wait for a few seconds just for the interface to appear when you press the quick access button. While Lenovo has been sending out updates to optimize the app, there is still much work to be done by Lenovo. The bugs also extend when you are using the controllers detached from the main body. About 20% of the time I had to restart the game I was playing as the game did not recognize the controller even after I redocked it. Starting at 3,699 ringgit for the Z1 model and going all the way up to 3,999 ringgit for the Z1 Extreme model, the Legion Go is not exactly a budget device. As expected, there is some premium to pay when you buy a first-generation device like this. You can get the ROG Ally with the Z1 Extreme at the same price as the Legion Go base model. But I do like the Lenovo Legion Go. The combination of features, design, and the TrueStrike controller makes the Legion Go stand out in the sea of admittedly small portable gaming PCs. While the ROG Ally is lighter, cheaper, and performs similarly to the Legion Go, the controllers on the Legion Go feels a little bit nicer to play with, and that big screen is a joy to use. No more squinting to see the details in the games. I also like that kickstand. It makes the handling of the Legion Go better, as you can just open the kickstand out and put the device on the table, like the Nintendo Switch. I enjoyed my time using it. It is definitely not for everyone, but for those specifically looking for a large screen portable gaming PC, I can recommend the Legion Go. Just be warned, you will have to face and live with buggy first generation software, short battery life, and the weight of the device. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you have any comments about the video, me or the Legion Go, leave it down below. Don't forget to follow us on our social media platforms, Facebook, X, Instagram, and TikTok for the latest news about tech and everything else. Until the next video, this is Shahril signing off.